Afternoon at newstalk.ie is our email address, or you can follow us on Facebook or Twitter. Now, because of the collapse of the building industry, apprenticeships in Ireland have fallen from nearly 9,000 to just 1,000 this year. Nonetheless, the Olympics for Apprentices, National Skills 2011, is taking place in Cork and Dublin. Henry McKean went along.
I know a lot of the lads we train and so on, they're being trained for export, in effect, at the moment. But they'll come back, as they've always done in the past, you know.
Levels of apprentices have fallen by 86% from nearly 9,000 nationally to just over 1,000 this year. Despite the major construction downturn, the 54th National Skills 2011 is taking place in Dublin and Cork. And it's been described as the Olympics for apprenticeships, with apprentices from 24 trades competing, including aircraft maintenance, bricklaying, plumbing and automobile technology.
My name is Donald Keys and I'm chairman of the DIT National Skills Competition Organising Committee. We think it's very important, especially in the tough economic times we're in at the moment. I mean, you are seeing here over the next 3 days the creme de la creme of Irish apprentices. And these young people are so skilled in each of their technical areas. If they reach the right standard, and they do in the main, go on to represent their country at a WorldSkills for young construction engineering apprentices. This is equivalent to an Olympic Games. Over the last 50 years, the Irish team have come in the top 10, so we punch way above our weight from an industrial country point of view. And the Irish team is actually seen as a team to beat at a WorldSkills competition.
I don't know, Irish people are very good with their hands, and we proved that today. What about jobs? What about the fact that in these industries, and a lot of the industries today, in these apprenticeships, there just isn't the work because of the downturn, because of construction?
Well, it's interesting you say that, because if you talk to the Americans, they're talking about the recession of 2 years ago. They've actually left it behind them and they're moving on. What we say to our young people here, it won't be like this forever. In 2 or 3 years, the economy will have turned around, as we know, with the peaks and troughs of any economy. We've got to be ready that when the economy does turn around, we still have the skilled people to do the work. It won't be as good as it was at the height of the Celtic Tiger years, that is for sure, but there is still a standard of excellence and a high standard of apprenticeship that we need in Ireland to build schools, to build the new rail links there, the Metro North. The National Development Plan is going to need all these skills people. So we're actually quite excited about the National Development Plan and deploying these young people with their high technical skill.
I asked Jenny Johnston from Snickers Workwear, the sponsors of the event, is the lack of apprenticeships and jobs a worry?
It is a worry, absolutely, but we definitely feel that this competition is something worthwhile, and we love to support it in that it promotes excellence in the skills and in the trades. That, you know, it sets these guys up for their futures and hopefully encourages them to want to go that extra mile, go that bit further, excel in their trade and go on to represent Ireland at WorldSkills.
Stephen Tucker, I'm a bricklayer from Dublin.
Why did you want to become a bricklayer?
Probably Lego, yeah, it's nice, yeah.
And when we take the fact that you're up against a Dane, and that's where Lego is from, are you worried?
Yeah, no, not really, no. All the best brickies come from Ireland.
My name is Nikolai Munksgaard Asmussen, and I'm from Denmark.
You're a bricklayer, you're an apprentice, and you're in a way representing Denmark. How do you think the week will go?
I think it will go fine. I hope it will go fine.
Why did you want to be a bricklayer?
Because it's standing all time. It's standing now and standing for in 100 years. So I'm very... to show my children what I have made when I was young.
Did you like Lego growing up?
Yeah, very much. I played very much with Lego.
And do you think in a way Danish bricklayers are better than Irish bricklayers?
Maybe not, but I hope.
When you qualify, what's going to happen then when it comes to work?
Well, I'm just going to have to look for it.
So you're hoping anyway?
Ah, yeah, too right, yeah.
And if you can't get something in Ireland, what will you do?
Probably think about moving abroad, like everybody else is, you know.
And how old are you?
21, or 22.
Leaving Ireland at such a young age and emigrating, is that a concern? Is that a worry?
Not really, no. Has to be done, like it has to be done.
So you'll find work?
Ah, yeah.
Wherever you go, you'll get something?
Yeah, that's it, yeah, do something.
Patrick Fay from County Westmeath, Bridge.
Patrick, are you originally from Westmeath?
No, I'm not. Well, born and raised in Walkinstown. And that's 7 or 8 years, Bridge.
And you haven't lost the Dublin accent? You haven't developed a Westmeath accent anyway?
No, so I started walking straight back down here. Kept it that way.
When we take plumbing, the fact that you're going to be a plumber and you're here today to hopefully take home a prize, the fact that you've made it this far, do you think you'll be a champion? Do you think you'll end up maybe winning this national skills competition?
My mother said I was always born a champion, but I can do is show my best and keep the head down, see what we can do, hope for the best.
Do you have a job to go to?
At the moment, yeah. I'm very lucky so far. The class there was 22 of us. It's only 5 or 6 of us have a job to go back to. So I've been lucky so far the last 3 years.
So it's just the 5 of you out of 36?
Yeah, that's rough enough already. This last day now, it's about 3 or 4 years. 3 years ago would have been. One of them was about 3 months when he started off, and that's it. I've still gone back to college just to get off the dole or whatever, you know.
Is it a worry?
Scary hard sometimes, but I just try to be optimistic. And
how come you have a job?
Good enough. Well, was anyone good enough, or just cheap as well, I suppose.
What would you be earning now as a plumber? What would you get on average a week?
4 basic, and then whatever you can earn overtime and on the side, so it's good that way.
So you could take home maybe €600?
Yeah, you're probably talking about that, yeah.
And during the boom, plumbers were earning sometimes up to $1,500, weren't they, in a good week?
You have to say a plumber driving a limo down the streets of Dublin. Yeah, there was rumours of that, but there's cash being made, but no big money, but...
So there's no more limos for the plumbers?
Basically.
And at the end of the day, we do need plumbers.
Breaks down, especially the winters now are having as well.
So with the snow and the ice, the big freeze,
yeah, that's it.
You guys were needed.
Basically, it was hard for other people, but it was good for us. It was a good Christmas.
Hi, my name is Joseph Kelly. I'm from Kinlaby, County Clare.
Joseph, why did you get involved in this competition?
We were chosen by our instructors and our employer as well, from our performance and our results. That's mainly why we were chosen. We're an aircraft maintenance facility. Large aircraft, Boeing 737, 767, 757, come into our hangar for base maintenance. Shannon Industrial Estate, Shannon Airport. From all over the world, we get some American planes, German, Nigeria.
How difficult is it, in a way? You've got a plane and you've got to, do a service on the whole thing.
It's difficult enough, but there's routine maintenance and there's certain inspections that have to be done, and that's all documented every time the plane comes in for maintenance. So we just have to follow the tasks that come out. The responsibility is huge, but everything is checked and double checked, so there's no fear.
How you doing? My name's Anthony Kavanagh. I'm an ESB apprentice in heavy vehicle mechanics.
So basically you would fix big lorries?
Yeah, basically any of the lorries that you see out working on the networks for the ESB, we service and repair all them.
But you're also quite famous in another world, aren't you? You played a traveller's son in Glenroe, the Wicklow-based former soap opera.
Yeah, that was a good long time ago, but hopefully I'm past that now.
Do you think in a way that the acting skills will get you through this competition, fixing lorries?
Kind of might in some ways, because we're doing teamwork and stuff where you're used to working with other people, and thinking on your own is always a good option.
Does it worry you about all the apprentices out there who do qualify and can't get work?
Yeah, it would, yeah, because you'd be beside other lads working with them, and then they turn around and they get let go, and you feel sorry for them, for other apprentices walking around, because they're good as well, so it's just the way it goes.
My name is Jim Long. I'm Chief Examiner for Heavy Vehicle Mechanics. Global commerce may have changed. People might actually be ordering stuff over the internet and e-banking, but all of the commodities that we use still come on the back of heavy vehicle trucks. People might be moving away from their cars and moving towards public transport and buses, and my skill area basically looks at the guys who actually keep the country moving. And whereas there has been a downturn in some industries, you could say the heavy vehicle end of things has more or less been very consistent.
So the trucks need to get those Amazon books to different parts of the country. They need to get supermarket goods up and down the country, so it's still busy, there's still jobs.
Absolutely, and there's plenty of jobs out there for good mechanics.
Billy Lacey. I'm the WorldSkills Chief Expert in bricklaying for the competition which is taking place in October in London. It's not only bricklayers, it's anybody employed in the construction industry. They're having problems, they're struggling at the moment to find work. But that won't always be the case, I believe.
What makes a good bricklayer? Cups of tea?
That helps, yeah. Lots of sugar. Keeps the energy up. What makes a good bricklayer? Attention to detail, I'd say. Hard work. And the Irish are well known for their hard work. I suppose there's a tradition in the building industry here. It's synonymous with Irish people. They've worked abroad all over the world. UK, America, Australia, Canada and so on. So I think they're not afraid of hard work.
Are youngsters going into apprenticeships?
If you take the FOSS take-up figures, obviously there has been huge drop-off. So if you compare 2004, 2005 to 2010, 2011, there's been a drop of about 86%, which is obviously hugely significant. So at the moment, basically, Ireland are exporting their tradespeople, which is going to have huge knock-on effects.
So the youngsters are training, they're getting their apprenticeships in Ireland, and then they're just getting on a plane?
Yeah, it's very similar to what would have happened in the 1980s. So basically we are training them, giving them a fantastic skill, they're reaching huge high levels of skill, and then they're leaving.
There you go, that's Henry McKean meeting some of Ireland's new apprentices. We'll be back with the news.